Hello, welcome to our spring concert. And so that last song you just heard was Pandora's Lament. Beautiful song, talks about the myth of Pandora and the box that was gifted to her. And she was told not to open it, but like most humans, couldn't resist and opened it and unleashed all these horrible things onto the world. And after all these things, these horrible things, disease, famine, everything, all the bad stuff that could happen to humans came out, there was one thing left in box, and that was hope. And I felt like that song was very appropriate for the time that we've had this year with the pandemic, and just the school year in general has been a very difficult one. We're virtual almost the entire fall, and then this semester we had a combination of virtual and in-person students in our band class, and so we were thankful a few of our virtual were able to come in for the concert. And like I said, it's just been a very difficult year, and you just never knew what was going to happen, but we always had the hope that we could get whatever we could do was a gift. And luckily in the fall with marching band, we were able to do quite a bit of stuff. With our choir class last semester, we didn't get to perform, but we had a month about where we had to practice together, so that was a gift. And we just didn't know with the band class how much time we'd be in person or not, or if we'd be virtual all the semester. But it was a gift we were able to be together and practice as much as we did, and thankfully allowed to have a concert and invite a crowd. And so we're very thankful for that. But it's still been difficult, and one of the difficult things that happened today, one of our senior percussion students had to quarantine, they found out. And so she was not able to be here today. So we're very sorry that Autumn Mellert wasn't able to be here today. And gotta catch my breath. That sounds exciting. But we're very sorry, but she's watching the live stream as a lot of other people who couldn't be here tonight. So we want to do something special for her. So for this next song, we're going to be dedicating it to Autumn Mellert. It's a really beautiful song called on a hymn song of Philip Bliss. And if you know the hymn song, It Is Well With My Soul, that's the one that's where we're going to be talking about. And I have some program notes in here, you can read about it, but it's a really interesting story about Spafford, and he went through some really hard times. He lived in Chicago, and there was a terrible fire in the 1870s that destroyed his business, a lot of the town, and it was a really bad time. So to try and get away from all the horrible things that happened, they decided to take a family vacation. So they were going to go over to Europe. Unfortunately, Spafford sent his 4 daughters and his wife ahead. He had to stay to tend to some business. During that crossing, their ship collided with another ship, and all 4 of his daughters died, and the wife survived, and she sent a telegram, and all the telegram said was, "Saved, alone." Shortly after, Spafford got on a ship, was heading over to Europe, and when he got to the spot where they believe the ship went down, he had a lot of emotion, but he felt this overwhelming peace as well. And so he wrote these lyrics to a poem that was later put to a song by Phil Bliss. So here are the lyrics. When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot thou hast taught me to know, it is well with my soul. So it is a very sad song in essence, but again, it is a sense of peace, that knowing everything is going to be okay in the end. So again, Autumn, this one is for you. right, for our next couple songs, there we go, we're going to be bringing our drum major up to conduct Every Time We Touch, which is, if you didn't know, next year is our Disney trip year, so that's going to be really exciting. So we're going to be featuring our Disney song that we're going to be performing when we're at Disney next year, and then we're also going to do Hail West. All right, before we move on to Hail West, I want to give a little gift to our drum major. So Alyssa, you've been here drummer for 2 years, and she had the hardest job because I was new last year, so she had to deal with a new director who did not know what was going on. And then this year was a COVID year, and no one knew what was going on, so she still had to deal with me, so that was even harder. And she did so much behind the scenes they don't even realize, and you know, if I hadn't had her to help me last year, it would have been a mess. And so a lot of the success that we've had with our programs has been a lot due to Alyssa, so I wanted to give her a gift. And so I got her, since she's been directing everything, I got her own baton, and it's engraved as Alyssa Dillon, drum major, 2019 to 2021, Buffalo High School. So thank you very much, Alyssa. And now for everyone's favorite, Hail West. So before I forget, because I already forgot once, so I'm gonna do it now before I forget again. This Sunday is our band choir banquet. So it's gonna be at the gazebo, and we've been trying to get everyone's names and number of people who are gonna be coming. We're gonna have food. It's gonna be free to eat for all students that have been in band or choir. That means marching band, the choir class. Unfortunately, we were not able to do show choir this year. We didn't have enough members, and symphonic band. And students eat for free. Anyone else that comes is $5 a person. And our booster secretary will be out in the Commons after the concert. Yeah, there, Amy Coleman. And so she has a list of all the numbers that we have as of right now. If you want to double check, make sure your student gave her the right numbers, because we have to have a head count so they order the right amount of food, because it's going to be pre-packaged and all that. So they have to have the right amount, because if we don't have the right amount, we may not have enough food for everyone. So please check with her at the end of the concert just to make sure you have the right number, or if you haven't already signed up, that's your opportunity to do that. So for our next song, this is a really exciting one. It's entitled Fable. It's based on a mythical journey. If you're anyone who likes video games, I enjoy video games, I hear a little bit of Legend of Zelda in there. You might catch it later on. So it may be even a little, I heard, was it this one I heard, The Mandalorian? Yeah, I heard a little Mandalorian in there too. This came out before Mandalorian, FYI. But anyway, but it's a really exciting one, you know, journey, struggle, and resolution at the end. This one's a very challenging one. Normal time signatures, we typically like 4/4, we like 2/4, we like 3/4, but this one did a really weird one. It does a 4/4 plus 2/4. So every other measure, it's 4/4, then 2/4, then 4/4, then 2/4. So it's quite challenging to count, and something a little bit at most people's comfort zone. But they did a great job with it. We put a big concert together, mainly because we didn't have a lot of other things we could do. We weren't able to do ratings and some other things, so I wanted to give us a lot of challenges and opportunities to put on a great concert here. And these are some great musicians. I mean, seriously, Putnam County is blessed with the great music programs at all the high schools. And so very happy to be here and work with them. And this has been a long time coming. Again, like I said, last year was my first year, and we got shut down before we got to have our spring concert last year. So I've been waiting 2 years for this, and it was worth the wait. I wish we could have done last year, because we had an awesome concert ready last year. But it's been a blessing that we were able to do it this year at least. And so here is Fable. All right, so before, hold on one second, guys. So before we bring in our special guests, I want to go ahead and take a second to recognize our seniors. And I left my list on my desk, so I'm going to try and remember. We have Savannah Gross. Go ahead and stand up so that you know who you are. There you go. Alyssa Dillon. Wyatt Hawkins. And of course, Autumn Mellert, who is unfortunately not here tonight. And we were also supposed to have Abby Tucker, who has been ill, so unfortunately she was not able to be here tonight as well. Did I miss anyone? I did good, all right. So, all right, now we can move the piano. Thank you, singers. We have two special guests that are going to come and sing a song for you. We have Miss Madison Rogers and Miss Emily Knapp. We're going to sing a song by Harry Styles entitled Falling. So we'll just take 1 second to get piano moved, and then we will get started.
Forget what I said, it's not what I meant, and I can't take it back, I can't unpack the baggage you left. What am I now? What am I now? What if I'm someone I don't want around? I'm falling again, I'm falling
All right, so for our final song, we were going to be doing The Greatest Showman, so I thought it was appropriate. Make a little change, you know, spice it up a little bit. So this one came out. Our show for March Band was supposed to be The Greatest Showman before COVID shut down almost everything. We didn't know if we were going to have a season or not, and it was a rather difficult show, so we decided to save it for another time. But I had a symphonic arrangement of it I had taken a song from, so I was like, well, we already have it, so why not play it? So this will be a really fun one to play for our big finale. But before we do that, I have a special presentation. Every high school, basically, in the United States every year, with their symphonic band, picks one of their top musicians to receive the John Philip Sousa Award. It's for someone who is an elite member who puts in the extra time, shows a great excessive amount of skill level with their instrument, and typically goes to a senior. Doesn't have to, but typically does, because they're usually your most experienced players. And this year it will go to a senior, and this young lady is someone who has put a lot of extra time into practicing. They stay after school on their own without me asking them to. They auditioned for honor bands, put extra time in on weekends for stuff like this. And so I felt this was definitely well-deserving to present this year's John Philip Sousa Award to Miss Savannah Gross. And I do want to thank, we have a few helpers where we had a little lower numbers to this year and some difficulty. We have Mr. Austin Redd, one of our assistant band directors. We have his wife, Mrs. Candace Redd. And we also have from down the road, Mr. Levi Billiter. We also want to do a special thanks to Johnny Rick in the back. He helped take some percussion parts for Autumn since she was not able to be here tonight. So he's literally looking at most of the stuff for the first time right now. So we want to thank him especially for doing that for us. So again, thank you all for coming. You are welcome to get some pictures. Again, do ask, stay socially distanced, wear your masks when you're around. Don't forget to meet with our booster secretary out in the Commons to check with your numbers for the banquet. And thank you all for coming. It was great to have you. Hopefully see you with our marching band next fall.